You too. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Good Saturday night. Um, man, that bed was feeling pretty doggone good. But I said, man, I need to get up and come on here and do this live that I said I was gonna do this morning. So here I am. I'm trying me a new concept now. Um, yeah, that's what I'm do a recap on Saturday night of the week. Um, See what happens. Because it's a lot of stuff going on, man. That Trump Musk feud is gonna be a doozy. And I hope you got your popcorn or whatever you eat, fruit, candy, whatever it may be. Cause this thing is getting ready to get crazy. Not only is it getting ready to get crazy, but in reality, a lot of innocent people are going to end up being hurt. See, in reality, Elon Musk is in a no-win situation. In reality, okay. One, because he's not liked by the public. They don't like him. And a lot of that has to do with the insensitivity of the way people were fired. So what goes around comes around. So consequently, the public has already been turned off by him. Now they want to put the stories of his drug use is now front and center. Okay? And if you're going to really kind of assassinate a person's character, then the one thing that you're gonna have to do is to start, uh, um, showing the negative side of that person. So once they start, talking about the drug use, um, for 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 you to hear that, he got a hold of a bad cocktail and something happened to him. You won't be surprised. He got a hold of a you won't be surprised at all. Okay. Um, okay. You too. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. But they out tonight, man. I'm telling you, I'm glitching. Okay. All right, I'm glitching. All right. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, I am. Maybe you need to go pay your. Maybe you need to go pay your cable bill. It ain't me. It's you. Yeah, I'm glitching because you ain't supposed to be up in here. That's why. That's why I'm glitching. Cause you ain't supposed to be up in here. Get gone. That's why I'm glitching. But anyway, um, so when you gon' assassinate a person's character, the first thing that you want to start doing is putting some negativity out about their lifestyle. So they got footage already of Elon Musk, eyes rolling all back in his head. He hides a kite in public. They already got pictures of that. So and remember, Trump has presidential immunity, and in his presidential immunity, he can actually, in the line of duty, kill his enemy or his competition. They give him immunity for that now. And on top of the fact that you got to remember, back here maybe a month or so ago, Trump already signed an executive order that treason is a death penalty. Well, what if it comes out that Elon Musk was responsible for manipulating the computers for Trump to win the election? See, there's so many things right now that are you talk about explosive. There's so many things that right now that could really turn this country upside down. It really could. This feud could actually turn this country upside down. That's how explosive it is. And the sad part is, both of them are scorched earth type of people. They gonna go scorched earth, burn everything down to try to kill a gnat. They'll burn everything down. And see, and again, it's the people that are going to be the ones that are going to be in the line to suffer. The people going to suffer from this, man. Elon Musk and Trump, they got money. Their lifestyle ain't going to change. Not one bit. They still going to be flying private. And you'll still be caught up in the foolishness and the craziness, and they going on about their business. On what's the next thing? They on to the next thing. But you caught up in your emotions. You want to see somebody go to jail. You want to see somebody, punished for what you think is wrong. And it's not gonna be pretty, man. It's not gonna be pretty at all. And you might think that it won't have an impact on you, but it will. It will. Because this is going to further erode trust among people. This is all this is going to do. It's going to further erode the trust that people have of each other. And after a while, people ain't gonna want to trust nobody because everything seems to be going haywire. You know, everything's caught up. So, you know, but we'll see. Cause time is definitely gonna be the uh, determining factor. And see, and you can make the mistake and take sides. What's going on, Linda? How you doing? Let's see. Let me take a look at you, Linda. Oh, well. Boy, I tell you, the trolls are out tonight. If you come up in here and you made your channel in 2025, you out. You out. You out. You are out. You out. You made your account in 2025. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes, indeed. Yep. That's how we gonna do that tonight. You know, this is. I don't feel like entertaining all that foolishness tonight, man. And see, some folk ain't got nothing else on their mind but something stupid. And that's the sad part about the lives of a lot of people. They really don't have nothing else on their mind but some negativity, and then got the nerve to be trying to put somebody else down when your life is in shambles. You know, your life tore up from the floor up, but you got the nerve to want to throw stones at somebody else. You know, talk about what they are and not doing, and your life is just as bad. You see, you can tell the see most of the people that are not afraid will speak up or have spoken up. Now there is a danger to speaking up because a lot of people don't want whatever information you might be shared. So they'll do any and everything they can to discredit you. And you can say what you want, man, but you ain't had nobody to try to discredit you like the federal government. Man, if the federal government get on your bad side, buddy, they don't care nothing about your rights. They could care less about your rights because they know the average person does not have the money financially, okay, to defend themselves. So since they can't defend themselves, then um, they can screw over them. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm doing fine. I'm doing absolutely fine. Yes, I am. I got another one. There's another one, boy. I don't. How many people I didn't hit up in here? Damn near everybody. Damn near everybody. I'm telling you. Hey, Jamie. I'm glad you're okay. Hey, you coming up to the big parade next weekend, Jamie? you coming to DC next Saturday, Jamie, to the big parade? You know they're gonna have the big parade with all of the military. So I hope if you come, just be safe. Cause it's gonna be crazy, man. I ain't lying. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy in DC next week. I mean crazy, crazy. They are even shutting down. Oh, you're in Long Island, okay? They are even shutting down the airport for this military parade that they're having in DC next weekend. That's how serious they taking it. And see, and the thing is, see, the thing is this is, you know, when you trying to show that kind of military strength, the question has to be, who is that for? Is that for the American people, or is that for the rest of the world? Because it's truly for somebody. So the question has to be, this show of military force, who is this for? Who is it? And this is the thing. One thing is you can say about this here president, Donald John Trump, ain't nothing off the table with him. There is nothing. You always say, you can't say that uh, what won't happen, because the very things that you say won't happen are the things that will happen. You see, because he's that unpredictable, and it's just the one thing that we can all agree on, whether we like it or not. Uh, oh, in Long Island, okay. What the one thing that we can agree on is American politics will never be the same after Trump. American politics will never be the same. They will never, it will never, this thing as we know it as American politics after Donald John Trump will never be the same. Never be the same. You know? Never, all those, make America great again. America will never go back to what it was. Never. Never. It'll never go back. Not ever go back. And we need to just face the fact that things have changed. It's different. Things are different now. And we might as well get used to it and see. And it's gonna be, with this feud between Trump and Musk, it's gonna be about who blinks first. Who gonna blink first? Somebody gonna blink. Who gonna blink first? It's just that. Well, yeah, trust God, man. And if you don't, um, but Jamie, a lot of people don't know God. A lot of people don't think God is really is really involved in the everyday situation of what's going on because they don't see God in their life. They don't see no evidence of God. So when you yeah, well, but again, look at the people that who are having faith, and their faith is amiss and it ain't working. There are a lot of people claiming they're in faith, believing for some things, and and it ain't coming into reality. But yet, you know, they're in faith. So you got to allow it to happen. Well, yeah, that's true too, Jamie. But again, you see, everybody don't respond to pressure the same way. Let me say that again. Everybody don't respond to pressure the same way. Some people are pressure proof. When they get under some pressure, it's like fuel for them. It keeps them motivated. It keeps them moving. That pressure, it keeps their creativity because they're constantly looking for an answer, for a solution. They're not focused on the problem. See, because they are being proactive. But when you're focused on the problem and what you're going through, now you have become reactive. And that's the difference. That is the difference. And even today, with this thing, about between months, see, you got a lot of people that are reacting to what they're seeing and to what they're doing. And again, and I would admonish everybody, man, don't put no personal stake in this. Don't take this personal, where you got to take sides. And that's a mistake that a lot of people are gonna make. They're gonna start taking sides in this. And it's going, who's the wild card in this whole thing? JD Vance. He's the wild card. He's the wild card. Cause who's gonna step in? And he's friends with both of them. So it'll be interesting to see where he falls in all of this. What is his viewpoint on all of this? And we already know, he's a snake in the grass. If you don't know that JD Vance is a snake in the grass, man, I got a bridge I sell you rarely use. Your grass is wet. I mean, it's just that simple. Your wood is wet. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna burn. You see, so that's another wild card in this madness. Cause either way, he stands a chance to be elevated. Either way, if something happens to Trump, he's next in line. You see, he's next in line, and you don't know how hungry he is. You know, and you already know he's two-faced. I'm sorry, man, but that Vice President JD Vance is a two-faced person. He's two-faced. Cause look at how he talked about Trump like a dog before he became president. vice president. J.D. Vance was talking about Trump like a dog and then ended up lapping up behind him. So when you got a person like that, man, that's showing you who they are, believe him. He's showing you he's a snake. Okay? That's what he's showing you. He's a snake. And that's what he's showing you. So um so you can do what you want to do, but um like I said, man, don't put any personal investment in this madness. Don't personal. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? Ain't got nothing to do with you. Cause cause regardless, their lifestyle is not gonna change. Yours will. Okay? But theirs ain't gonna change. They ain't gonna lose nothing. And you'll lose everything. So don't get caught up in that, man. Don't get caught up in it. Ignore that. Walk on by that. For do what you got to do. Cause again, you know, nobody's gonna win out of this. There will be no winners. You know, and we don't know how devastating the results will be. But it ain't gonna be pretty. I can tell you that now. I can tell you that now. It ain't gonna be pretty. Man, I got the countries. Country he just banned 12 countries. Oh, my daughter just sent me a. She just sent me a. Let me see here. Um, White House deploys National Guard troops amid California unrest. Told y'all. Told y'all. Uh, and that's gonna spread all over the country. It's just gonna spread all over the country, man. That's all that's gonna do. It's getting ready to get ugly. It's already ugly. It's already ugly. But we getting ready to we get ready to see some stuff. Yep, yep. That's what's getting ready to happen. That's what's getting ready to happen. And see, here's the problem with immigration. We all know the system is broken. Why don't we just try to fix the system? Why not just fix the system instead of disrupting families? Fix the system. Because you know, everybody that and see this again, if they make a mistake, then they gonna try to cover that up with whatever they can. And there's good and bad in everybody. But I think that uh, um, uh, um, Yep. So nobody wins, man. None of us with this confusion, none of us will win. Divided country can't stand. And right now the country is super divided. And unfortunately, um, voices that are trying to make sense, trying to bring unity, are the voices that people don't want to support. You know, they'll support division and revenge and animosity before they support something positive. And none of us are saved. That's the sad part. And this is what I be telling people down at the White House, man. Nobody's saved. Nobody's saved. We all at risk, one way or the other. So why not try to get out in front of this madness? Because we see it, we see it. But everybody's scared. You know, well, what you gonna do with the money? Well, maybe something else positive. Maybe something else positive. And if I had an ulterior motive, I wouldn't have been out here with this message for 5 years, going through the shit I've been through. 5 years. I started this message 5 years ago. I didn't just jump up. I'm not just a Johnny come lately. That's not me. I've been out here. I done put the work in. You know, 5 years ago, I was telling you this is the problem. And you just now seeing it 5 years later. That, oh, he's telling, that's the answer right there. What I told you this 5 years ago. Imagine if it had gone viral 5 years ago. The lives that could have been saved. Because when you sit down and look at it, all this negativity is doing is just destroying lives. That's all it's doing. All this anger and this bitterness and this hatred, it's just destroying people, messing them up, messing them up. And we got more in common than we do differences, but we don't want to talk to one another. We'll talk at each other, but we won't talk to each other. Okay? And that's what we got to start doing. Start talking to one another, man. None of us are perfect. None of us. We all got some isms in our closet. All of us got some isms. So, you know, but of course, what can you say? You know, you can only do so much. You can only care so much. And what I be trying to show people, I can't do this by myself. I can't that stop hating each other because you disagree. I can't make that successful by myself. It's not gonna work. If the people don't want to make it successful, then it won't become. But if the people started making it successful, supporting it, then and saying this is what I've noticed that a lot of people just don't want to give opportunity a chance. They're afraid to give opportunity a chance. because there's so much deception in the world. There's so much deceit in the world. Okay? Oh no. But see, Jamie, you have to have a level of dedication and commitment not to give up or not to give in. If you don't have any dedication or commitment, then you're going to start being discouraged. See, and once that discouragement set in, then you're going to start being despondent. Not every day. But yeah, but there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that don't have that quality. There are a lot of people that are like that old thing, 3 feet from the vein of gold, and they give up. A lot of people don't know what it's like to not give up, to to not be discouraged, to not second guess yourself, to not doubt yourself. Because you're gonna always have somebody on the sidelines that's gonna be, egging the situation on. Trying to discredit what you're doing to make what you're doing so unsuccessful, but yet they ain't got nothing to show themselves. But they can criticize and put you down. I got one cat, man. I mean, this dude done been through all my shit. he goes through my shit, boy, and be like, and I'm like, and he'll make different accounts to try to act like, there are a group of people that are saying the same thing, and it's the same person. It's the same person, just got different accounts. That's why when you see people that come up in here, that's why I always go to their channel. Let me see when you open up this profile. 2025, you out of here. Because I've been around, anybody that's serious about YouTube, they've been here for a minute. Anybody that's real serious about YouTube, I can tell you who the guy is, and I'm gonna tell you how I found out who he was. Jimmy Fry. He came to town last year, I think, and on social media, oh man, when I come to DC, I'm gonna take your tour and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and blah 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 blah. And one day he called me. He said, "Guess where I'm at?" And I'm looking. I said, "Look like you're in the airport somewhere." Yeah, I'm at Dulles. I came to town. But I was gonna do one of your tours, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to do a DC tour. I didn't want to do the Black History stuff, But before that, I'm gonna take your tour, and he made one mistake, and he said, what I'm good at is trolling. And Spirit of God said, that's the guy that's trolling you now, that's pretending to be your friend, to like you on social media, and getting behind your back and talking about you like a dog. Jimmy Fry. That's who that is. What's going on, Fry? He might be up in here right now. he might be up in here right now, sitting back in the cut, watching. But that's who it is. That's how I figured out who you was, buddy. Because you told me. You know, you good at trolling. You told me. And if you're going to tell me you good at something, I got to be stupid to think that you ain't going to use it on me. Because when you get the chance, that's what you're going to do. All right? So anyway, I'll be back. I'll be back because definitely going to be here tomorrow because it's going to be raining. I've been trying to, I don't know, man. Ever since you know, once you get your page monetized, it's the thrill of getting that, and then once you get it, it ain't no big deal. I have yet to get a what you call those things that super sticker or whatever that stuff is. You know, yeah, my page is monetized now. But God is good though, man, because the only reason that I'm still in the game is because of God. It's the only reason. That's the only reason. I can't. Ain't no ifs and buts about that. Yeah, I'm still standing today because of God, not because of what I've done. You know, God has given me the creativity to be able to see situations and convert them into a stream of income. And you know, I'm. Oh, I was telling you about the 12 countries that are banned. Is Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, DRC, Equatorial Guinea, which is the only Spanish-speaking country in Africa, is Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, which is next to Ethiopia, Haiti, Iran. Now there's a song called Beret that I played with for Iran when I find people that are there visiting from there, and Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Those are all of the countries that have been banned from coming into America. Now you still have some people in America right now that are from these countries, and they're gonna come down to see the White House. Now the countries that have been restricted is Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. So now with these 19 countries here, see, people are going to have a different outlook. Now playing their national anthem in front of the White House. And, you know, some of these countries probably should be paying me to play their national anthem in front of the White House. You know, and isn't it interesting that and you know, This is how God will cause you to be in the. Never in my wildest imagination did I ever think that, you know, while playing the national anthems of other countries in front of the White House, would there be countries that are banned? So Monday, and that goes into effect Monday. That goes into effect Monday. Yes, it does. These 12 countries are banned, and these 7 other countries are placed under restriction. That goes into effect Monday. So it's going to be interesting to see. And I got a lot of people come down to the White House from Afghanistan, from DRC, from Eritrea, from Haiti, Iran, Somalia, Sudan. A lot of people. Venezuela, Sierra Leone, Togo. You know, a lot of people come from these countries. A lot of people come from these countries. So it's going to be interesting to see, and they know that they have been banned. So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with it, whether they appreciate it or not. You see? So that's where I am. All right. All right, y'all. Man, happy Sunday to everybody. Everybody going to church tomorrow. They get ready to go to church the first day of the week. This truly is the Sabbath day. So, but don't get caught up, man. Don't get caught up in this madness. Don't get caught up. Let it go. And let the chips fall where they may. Okay? All right. I'll see y'all, man.